All right, for question 12, it says use synthetic division to determine the value of k so that f of 2 is equal to -5. Given that the function is x to the fourth power minus kx squared minus 2x minus 5. Now, there are a couple of things that should go into your head first. The first thing is, how does synthetic division relate to this? What is this thing right here? And something does look strange for f of x. I'm not sure if you can see it right away. It is strange because there is no x cubed. So, things going on right here. So let's fix something easy first. Let's go ahead and put in a filler term for x cubed. Now, we need to do that because as we do our synthetic division, we will have to put in some coefficients. And if you do not put in the 0, your calculation will certainly be wrong. Okay, so put in a filler term right here. Now, and since it says use synthetic division, so I gotta show synthetic division. And what is this f of 2 equals to -5 thing right here? It simply means that when you divide by 2, you will get a remainder of -5. So you can write down the coefficients, -k minus 2 minus 5, and you divide it by 2. So one thing that we know for sure is that at the very end, right here, it should equal to -5. It should equal to -5. Now, what would that be eventually? Well, we'll see. But for the first part that we know is that it must equal to -5. So let's go ahead and do our synthetic division. The first step is to bring down the 1. Okay, that's always the first step. We bring down the 1, and then we have the 1 right there multiplied by the 2, which gives us 2. And the numbers will be added together vertically. So 0 plus 2 is 2. And then we repeat the multiplication procedure. So 2 times 2 is 4. And we have -k plus 4. So I'm going to write down 4 minus k. That looks nicer. And then you will have 4 minus k times 2, which is something you have to be somewhat careful, because I remember I made a few mistakes when we do multiplication. When I was grading students' papers, they were making these mistakes as well. So 4 times 2 is 8. K times 2 is minus 2k. I think some students, they forgot to multiply the k with the 2. They only multiply the 4 with the 2. That's the problem that I've seen the most. And then we add those two numbers together, -2 plus 8 minus 2k. So you have 6 minus 2k. Same thing, you have to remember that you are multiplying both terms by 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. Minus 2k times 2 is minus 4k. So your remainder, it's going to be 7 minus 4k. And we say that this whole thing should equal to -5. So we can set up an equation. -7 minus 4k equals to -5. So we will subtract 7 on both sides. So we have -4k equals to -12. So k is equal to 3. Okay. So again, making sure that you know how to do synthetic division properly. The major challenge for this one, it's going to be that do you know you have to fill in the 0x cubed, the filler term. When you read the polynomial, are you actually paying attention? Can you catch anything that it's peculiar, something that's missing? If you could spot that out, if you would fill in the 0x cubed, carry out the steps for doing synthetic division, then it should be That should be fine.